I have this memory. Me, as a child, dreaming of a place where everything is possible. A place where history is strong. And I know that technology will one day lead us to flying cars. A place filled with skyscrapers and takeaway coffee. A place where there is a sea, sun, cold, and Hollywood. I dreamed of this place so many times. I realized that in my dream country, I am considered as a woman as someone inferior. So I decided to study the sexism and misogyny present in the United States. Welcome to my documentary. The woman is in the kitchen. For this, I needed to see more clearly, so I did a real geopolitical work. I studied from the map of the USA that we all know. The idea was not to choose two states and to compare them, but to have an overall view on the country. What if we recreate the United States of America? For that, I had the idea to create an index which allowed to create a map according to it. My index is called the Women's Consideration Index. It allows to see the level of consideration of women in each state of the USA. For that, I evaluated each state according to 3 criteria: the number of domestic violence, the political openness on women's rights, and the inequalities at work. To tell the truth, I didn't think that the research would be so long. I did research that was sometimes simple, like on political openness and domestic violence, since the data was easy to find. But for the wage inequalities, I had to do a research work focused on each state. For each of these criteria, the state received a score between 1 and 3. Then it received a score out of a total of 9. So I did research on maps, laws, important political acts of each state. Here is the table of my research with the note of each state. I'm really proud to present you the map of the United States with the Women's Consideration Index. As explained before, the states were then divided into 3 categories: index with high consideration of women, medium consideration of women index, and weak index of consideration of women. This allowed me to propose a new vision and to propose my map of the United States of America, divided according to the consideration of women. I want to specify the subjectivity of the map. It represents the fruit of a research work, but in no event a real and true representation has 100% of the consideration of the woman in the USA. There are some facts that we can see on this map. Maybe all this is just a finding and does not relate anything, but it seemed important to me to say it. I decided to compare the ways in which 2 states operate, Texas and Montana, one in the south and the other in the north. Their areas are similar and they seem to be different. We will mention 3 points. In the Texas culture, certain things are made in code, such as the woman being dependent on her husband. For state politics, the Republicans are in the power, but are considered by many as an extreme right-wing party. Now for the Montana, the cowboy cliché and therefore at first the woman without strength. A great evolution thanks to Janet Rankin, Montana lawyer who fought for the women's rights. For the state policy, similarity to Texas Republican group. The feminist group, over 100 in the territory, their slogan is breaking down barrier. Thank you for watching and don't hesitate to ask your question on the forum.